this is my first 4-hour Om that I ever had. I don't know that I want to read all of it, but we'll just say a lot happened, and then um, a lot happened on this page, and but I don't want to go too long, so I'll just read a bit of it. I'll read up into that's where I'll read. Um, so so I knew that this Niagara rushing through me was the experience of my heart opening. It was years of what I had held back, flooding to the fore. Funny, I would have expected it to be pain, heartache, gut-wrenching sadness, but it was love and awe, deep and abiding. How had I ever come to believe that this ache in my heart was from there and from not being enough? I felt like I was riding on a teeter-totter. There would be moments where I felt astounding sense of belonging, immersed in a sea of life, alternating with moments of feeling that I was being torn away from safety, as if someone had ripped away the top layer of my skin. It would sear and burn, and there would only be a self-satisfied voice of skepticism left in my mind. See, I knew it wasn't real. In exchange for my independence, I had given up the whole world. Scarcity and abundance played such key roles. The primary protagonist and antagonist. I had obviously heard of dualism and considered that, yes, it sounds like unity is a better way. Yes, I vote for unity. But here in this place, I was able to feel that duality in pictures. I did not have to muster its meaning. I could feel it. The two sides of my mind, each gatekeeper, scarcity made promises. There was a very real reason I was going to go over to that side, but the gatekeeper was evident. Who wants scarcity when abundance beckons? The simple question kept me at bay, yet something kept me from abundance and that wonderful sea of radiations. But I was afraid of drowning, afraid of losing myself, my desires, my appetites, my way. And this had various ways of calling my mind back to it. I can hear her now, a sad princess asking and asking again, but what about me? It led me to an unrelenting truth. To have everything, I must release everything. To enter the abundance gate, to be flooded with more than I could imagine possible, I had to relinquish all of my non-negotiables. Asked and more. It was as if, right? It was as if there were in this sea where the questions were it was as if I were in the sea where the questions themselves were being generated. I alternated between feelings of panic and feelings of joy. I'd come face to face with chaos. I felt it ripping me in different directions with the most startling recognition. I realized that I was experiencing my own breath. I fell apart and reassembled according to its movement. The process itself was ordered, so I had no need to insinuate myself into it. That moment changed my relationship with chaos forever. Bubbles, clean, clear, fresh mountain stream, melting ice water rose from the base of my clitoris up through the center, into my neck, through my face, and out the top of my head, transforming everything in its path into a pure, clean state. I found myself laughing. The laughter started in my physical body in the material world and became these magical, mystical, purifying bubbles. Where I had long seen laughter as pedestrian activity best suited for those lacking in deep knowledge or understanding, I suddenly came to see it as a potent aid in the process of awakening, or perhaps a road sign welcoming newcomers to the state of pure awareness. The laughter welled and welled inside of me. I became swollen with laughter, and then like champagne pouring over the sides of the bottle, tears flooded from me. My body convulsed and rocked. And crying, floating down the champagne river all at once. It was the first time I had experienced the sense of being so entirely, utterly uncorked. I was flooded with freedom. So this story goes on, and I asked Ray, really, how did you do that? And he said, I didn't. I just matched where you were at. And that ability to match had it be that I was able to open. So I was thinking, okay, so as we look at attunement, it isn't just the ability to tune into oneself. And then it isn't just the ability to be tuned into, but it's also the ability to tune into another. And how do we begin to play with that in such a way that all of us, no matter where we're at, get to have that experience, and can you receive it?